Good evening. This is the Dean of all things spicy from Conjured Vapors Peppers, and I'm here to do a pepper review for you today. So this is the Dragontali cross made by my friend Jake Cole. It's a cross between a chocolate primatali and a dragon's breath. And I have two pods here that Jake was kind enough to send me. Beautiful, beautiful pepper. That are open to see what she looks like on the inside. With my handy dandy knife. I don't have a whole lot in my belly right now, so this might be a bad idea, but oh well. I like bad ideas. What can I say? That's what she looks like on the inside. Nice looking pepper. Smells, I don't know, pretty gentle. I have a feeling it won't be, but let's find out how she tastes. So that was an extremely juicy pepper. I can't say it was super sweet or super fruity, but did have a slight bitter afternote. Well, I mean by afternote, I mean the second half of the chewing process. Now that I'm done with the pod, I'm tasting a sweetness. So it was mostly pepper forward through the majority of the pod, with a little sweetness on the back end. Heat level is still climbing, so we'll see where it goes. The burn is mostly on the front half of my mouth, tongue, roof of my mouth. Not much on the insides of my cheeks. A little bit in the throat as I swallow. Nose is starting to run a little. I'd say my personal heat level is about a 2, maybe. My personal pain scale. I'm thinking the heat level on this pod is probably 1.5 three 1.4 million Scoville heat units. There goes the sniffles. No tears, no eye watering that I can sense yet. Of course, my tolerance is quite high still. The burn hasn't radiated. It has peaked and is going back down. It's a good pepper. The fact that it's so pepper forward makes it a very general pepper. Not a lot of. I actually didn't experience any floral notes at all. No smoky notes. Just sweetness and bitterness. And the bitterness was very gentle. Of course, it just might be that I'm getting used to that bitter flavor too. Well, now that it's going back down, let's cut open the second one. There's your interior. And let's see how this one does for me. Once again, no floral notes. Sweetness. A little bit of bitterness. I think I'm attributing the bitterness just to the seeds. Nose is running more. I can sense some wateriness in the eyes. Yep, there goes my nose. Might get a tear after the second one. Feels like I might. A little more on the back of the throat this time. Really is a good pepper. I don't believe Jake has released this pepper yet. It's still an early filial. Quite a few people have tasted it. The burn on my front half is still on the front half of my mouth. It's stronger this time. After the second pod. Still no tears. Watery eyes, but still no tears. And again, I got that sweetness right on the back end. The aftertaste is delicious. This is a really, really good pod, Jake. I like it a lot. So, for someone who's not into eating super hots on a regular basis, this would be a good pod to try if you can get your hands on one. I will leave Jake's YouTube in the link in the description down below. Again, I don't know if this one's released or not, but he does grow plenty of peppers, so yeah, this one was hotter. I'm thinking this one was 1.4 to 1.5 million. This one's absolutely hotter. Either that or the compounding of eating a second one. It's a gentle burn, though. I mean, it's intense but gentle. You don't have like the daggers that you get from the habanero, the dagger stabbing feeling. No tears, just watery eyes, which cool. I'm okay with. I love, love, love this aftertaste. With looking at how sweet the aftertaste is, I think this would be an excellent pepper to put into baked goods. One of my specialty baking goods is pumpkin cream cheesecake or pumpkin cream cheese bread. I would absolutely bake this pepper into that or the powder. I'd be really interested to see how the powder comes out on this pepper. Usually, I don't really care for powders with sweet peppers. Peppers with a sweet taste. This is definitely not a sweet pepper. I usually prefer a little bit of floral notes for my powders because then you get a smoky powder. Nose is still going good. The heat has peaked on the second pepper, starting to head back down. Again, front half of my mouth. Yeah, I would absolutely put this in the baked goods. Trying to think if there's something savory that I would want to have this with. Just a very, very sweet aftertaste. The second one even more than the first. It's a good pepper. I think this would make an amazing sauce. Like truly amazing. I don't say that about a lot of peppers. It's hot, sweet. I can't describe any kind of specific fruity flavor, but it's sweet. I'm actually curious what this will do to my belly because I didn't have much in it. I don't feel it right now, but I probably will later. Hmm. And I honestly can't think of something savory to put this with. You know what? Actually, yes. With the sweet aftertaste, barbecue brisket. Yes. If you have a somewhat sweet barbecue sauce or a general flavored barbecue sauce, I wouldn't add it to like a mustard barbecue sauce or a vinegar based barbecue sauce. I would want it to be either a general or a sweet barbecue. My left eye has developed a tear. It hasn't fallen yet, but I can sense the tear being formed. And there it's starting to fall. I don't know if you can see it. All right. So that's a great pepper. That's the Dragontali by Jake Cole. Cross between a chocolate Primatelli and a dragon's breath pepper. Really, really, really good. Really delicious pepper. I wasn't sure if I would like it as it was bitter. But the bitterness was so gentle, and then that very, very, very sweet aftertaste. I love this pod. So anyway, that's the end of this review. This is the Dean of all things spicy with conjured vapors peppers. Have a beautiful night. I'm out.